Hello everyone, it's Fiona here. It's Friday and it's time for my newsletter. It is the 20th of August and this week I'm taking the opportunity to talk a little bit about retrograde planets because right now in the sky we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto all in retrograde. And this plays into the big astrological dynamic of 2021. Which is this square confrontation that is happening between Saturn in Aquarius and Uranus in Taurus. And it's going on all year. These two planets are getting ready now to become exactly square, that is exactly 90 degrees from each other, for the third time this year. So they've been coming up and passing each other, and now they're going retrograde and they're going to square up once again. And on their preparation for this third pass, they've both now entered retrograde, and while that may have associations in Western astrology with maybe planets behaving badly, in Vedic astrology we think more about the retrograde and that high Chestabala, that brightness coming from the planet being much slower and still, or even covering ground that it's already passed over. This gives the planet time to really go through everything with a fine-tooth comb and just make sure that it's really said and done everything that it came here to do. So it's a time when the planet has more time to get its message across and to make its point, because it's moving slowly and it can keep that attention to detail. And what's interesting about these two planets is they're in an exchange with each other. We could think about Uranus as being rebellious, unpredictable, and innovative. And in modern Western astrology, it owns the sign of Aquarius. But at the moment in the sky, it's in Taurus, which is a fixed earth, conservative kind of sign, a sign that we might associate with being stubborn and not embracing change. And however, it's got this very forward-thinking planet in it. And on the other side, Saturn, which is the conservative planet, all about structure, saying no to change, honouring the way things are always done, that happens to be in Uranus's innovative sign of Aquarius. So we've got these guys kind of like the red fighter in the blue corner and the blue fighter in the red corner. You know, it's hard to tell here which of these is going to win out and what it would even look like, because it's sort of a confrontation between conservative versus innovative, or structure versus rebellion. And what would winning even look like with these two guys kind of in exchanged places, where the conservative is in the innovative sign and the innovator is in the no change sign. Now, I've noticed this energy all year in conflicting opposites seeming to suddenly make perfect sense. For example, we have servicemen and women and nurses, that is traditionally conservative vocations, being anti-vaxxers, being some of the people that don't want to take up the vaccine. We kind of have the far right and the far left almost joining up in their distrust of government. And we have people who are original thinkers not wanting to take a groundbreaking vaccine, like a cutting edge technology. And then we have people that maybe are a sheep mentality, you know, might be accused of just doing what they're told to do. They're the ones embracing this new mRNA technology. So we're seeing this kind of conservatives and opposites swapping sides, and you can't really tell which one is more innovative and which one is more conservative. And I saw that this week in the transition of power that happened in Afghanistan. The US has played this role of world enforcer of law and order, and stepping into countries to try to change governments, to try to improve human rights, to try to achieve the goals that they think will bring law and order. And of course, they go in with a coalition. So it's not just the US, we're just kind of bringing them out as an example here. But recently stepping out of Afghanistan and sidestepping that responsibility. And we've seen the Afghan army and government also stepping aside to issue in, is it a new innovated Taliban, or is it a reinstating of those conservative values? And we've had the US president going from being a global good guy, global citizen, to this is not my problem. And which of these is innovative and which is conservative? Is it better to stay there for the long haul for another 100 years? Is that the innovative thing to do? Or is it innovative to walk away? What is? I can't tell. This is what I mean with the two of these guys, Saturn and Uranus, in their conflicting positions. Who's winning here? There was so much Saturn perseverance invested in this last 20 years of skirmishes and battles. There's been deaths, there's been hard work, and all of that structure just dissolved in a matter of days. So it's globally, it's been a very hard week for so many people, and even in our own individual charts, you may have found this to be a tough week. Astrology helps us to breathe and recognize that transformation is happening all around us. Sometimes it takes us by surprise. We've got to hang in there. And it can give us some of that Jupiter perspective, that big picture, to understand this transformation. After all of that big perspective on what's going on, just a couple of, or a few extra notes here. I've been talking a lot about Sun-Saturn conjunctions with clients in the last week or two, and I'm lucky enough to have one of the clients share their chart, and that's up as a case study. So head on over to the link if you would like to see a real client's session. And topic number 3, the podcast continues to really benefit from your support. This is the 200 podcast download sticker. There, I think we're just about at 250 at the moment, actually. The episode 4 is up, and it is about how the sun affects global exploitation. So maybe it fits very well with the Afghanistan topic that we were just talking about. And then a couple of quick ones here at the bottom. There's no Friday 5 next week, as I'm spending a super special week with my daughter before the summer is over. And when we get back into the working cycle in September, there is an Astrolojam right at the beginning on the 5th of September, and we're going to try to rectify a chart together. So this is a chart of a young, successful person, a sports person that we don't have a birth time for. We do have a birth date, and I would be really interested in your take on that. Someone that is sharing things about their life, has got a documentary on Netflix. So I hope you will join us for Astrolojam 4. And here are all my links for the mailing list, etc. And please reach out if Vedic Astrology can provide you with the context that you need to experience inner peace during these challenging times. I look forward to spending time with you and looking at astrology. In the meantime, stay well, and I will see you in September. Okay, till then, bye.